Tennessee Titans defeated the Los Angeles Chargers 23-20. Mostly what I predicted. It was better than I predicted. It wasn't a good close game. It was a great close game. The Titans won 23-20 instead of 28-21. So I was mostly on the mark because Titans, they were 5 points off of what I predicted them to score, and Chargers were 1 point less. They scored one. They were 1 point off of what I predicted them to score. And the Titans ended up outplaying the Chargers in a great, exciting, close game. Most of the offense happened in the second half after a 10-10 game at halftime. And the Titans was on the money because Tannehill, he threw I predicted Tannehill to throw 2 touchdowns. He threw 2 touchdowns. Predicted Henry to run for 2 touchdowns. He ran for 1 touchdown. A great touchdown, which was increasing the Titans' lead. And he didn't run for more than 102, 103 yards. He ran for 90 yards. So not what I predicted, but that's still a good game from him since he was just 10 yards away from 100 yards. 90 yards is a lot of yards to run for one football game, which includes some of those yards came from a touchdown, long touchdown they ended up running. There was more than 5 yards, and Titans were able to play better than the Chargers, which was shown because in defense was able to defend effectively when needed most, which included on the final drive. I really would have wanted the Titans to, so I'm really happy that the Titans end up winning this toss-up or coin flip game, 23-20. Didn't want it to be that highly dramatic, except it makes the Titans win that much greater, so I'm happy that it's that much more greater. It's a great win because it was that dramatic. I didn't want it to be that dramatic, and it's on 4th and inches, or it would have been better for the Titans to punt the football because then the Chargers would have had to go a long distance to score the touchdown instead of the Chargers having a short field to get into field goal range, or having a short field to move to actually score the game-winning touchdown. They dodged a bullet that because that's one of those ones where if it's at midfield and the team has an opportunity to either tie the game with a field goal or take the lead with a touchdown, it's just best to punt the football and force the other team to go a far distance instead of giving them a short field because of gambling with trying to get the first down, going for not punting the football on 4th down. And I understand they didn't want to give the Chargers an opportunity to score with their offense, except that sometimes it's just better to punt the football and force the other team to go a far distance because makes it more likely that a mistake can happen instead of giving them a short field and make it slightly more likely that they're going to score a touchdown, and they came really damn close. I'm really happy that the Titans defense, they were able to stop the Chargers on 3 times. It really looked like they had really feared that was a touchdown, the first one on instant replay, but then the instant replay showed that the guy was down before he even got the football before he landed in the end zone. So I understand why that was overturned. Second time again, it wasn't even close at all. Wasn't able to get the ball. Ended up getting tackled, stopping them for the second time, and again, instant replay showed that wasn't a touch, that the guy was down. And then on the third try, Gordon was able to really appeared like he was going to score a touchdown, except he didn't, and even worse, he ended up fumbling the football before his knees touched the ground. And lucky for Titans defensive tackle Casey, or defensive end Casey, he was able to land it right into his hands, and this was after, because of a Woodyard was able to strip the football out of Gordon and landed in the right spot because Casey was able to catch the football, and it moved around a bit, and then he was kind of like ping pong, but then he was still able to get the football back to keep the Chargers from regaining possession to get a touchdown. So was not expecting that ending at all, and 3 consecutive stops by the Titans defense shows why our main reasons why this was a great, exciting, close game, along with the fact that Chargers end up scoring 10 points in the second half, which included a touchdown, and the Titans end up scoring 13 points in the second half, which also included two touchdowns. So that's mainly why this was, and along with the fact that this came down to the final play. This game was decided in the final minute. The Titans defense was able to get 3 consecutive stops when needed most. They were a bend, don't break. Makes it a great win for the Titans, and that was the most the Chargers found a glorious new way to lose. They weren't able to score on the first try. They were not able to score on the second try. And then on the third one, where it really looked like Gordon was going to score a touchdown, he's able to run there, but Woodyard's able to get in there, strip the football, and lands exactly where the Titans needed it, and they're able to recover the football. So that was a glorious new way for the Chargers to choke in a winnable game, and one of the most heartbreaking ever ways for the Chargers to lose a game. There's been multiple ones, but that has to be at the top one, to get that close and to choke on the goal line. What a glorious way for the Chargers to lose, finding a new glorious way to lose. And instant replay shows that all 3 of those plays where it looked like they scored a touchdown, that they didn't score a touchdown. Got to get the football either in the end zone or touching the line, and that's not what happened. So I'm just really happy that the Titans end up winning this winnable close game. Otherwise, it would have been a really highly depressing week for them to lose a winnable close game, to lose a coin flip game that was shown to be winnable, because it remained a close game. And I was also really happy that the Titans end up using a fake punt, and they executed successfully in getting the first down. That was great. Along with Tannehill, he played a successful, great game because he completed most of his passes, which included throwing 2 touchdowns. So he played great and was a great Titans team win. It was a great Titans team win because of the team played successfully as a team, and what was a competitive, great, dramatic, close game, 23-20.